Welcome, race fans, into Flag to Flags Behind the Wheel, powered by FK Rod Ends. On the telephone, we got Ryan Atkins from Mount Airy, North Carolina, the number 9 crate light model, Barry Wright race car, Circle K sponsored. Ryan, you guys are having a phenomenal season. You've already doubled the output of wins that you had all of last year. You're at 4 wins already in this young season. Tell us about the season thus far.
Well, we done a little different work over the winter. I changed some things on the car, just slightly. Went with Barry Wright's new style front end, which is basically about like what we had last year, but it's a little bit different. I'm still GRI shocks. We went with a different shock package this year, a different setup, and we've done some testing through the winter. And I think I've just found some little, what you'd say, odds and ends that kind of suit me better. And we, me and my crew we're working better together. We've got more experience together now. I've got more experience behind the wheel myself, so we've just got a little better feel of things. Got a little better understanding of my car and what my car likes, and we put ourselves in better position right out of the gate. Racing has got so competitive and so tight now that qualifying it's such a high demand to be able to run good. You've got to be able to put yourself up front and start up front.
Well, speaking of the importance of starting up front, in racing, it's very important to finish up front. And you guys recently picked up a pretty monumental win for you guys. Talk about what it means to win at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Well, there's only one other racetrack that I could ever think of that would be more well-known and prestigious in Charlotte, and that's at Eldora. So to be able to go to somewhere at Charlotte, which is probably the second most well-known dirt track on this earth, and it'd be just a couple hours from our house. It'd be where Circle K puts on and sponsors the race, and to be able to go down and win in front of, 15,000 people there with a lot of NASCAR guys there. I know Elliott Sadler and Austin Dillon was there, Casey Kane was there, Tony Stewart was there, and to be able to win in front of those guys, and they're at the high level of racing that you can get at, and to be able to perform at a top level and win in front of those guys. It's hard to put into words.
We're talking to Ryan Atkins out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. He is the pilot of the Barry Wright race car, sponsored by Circle K. Now, outside of racing, outside of the team, you guys do some very civic things. What are some of the things you are involved in and around your community?
Well, I myself, when I was in 5th grade, I went through the DARE program, and I'm sure everybody's aware of what the DARE program is. And my DARE teacher at that time is now the sheriff of the county I live in, and he came to me about a year ago and said, Ryan, he said you was one of my students, and he said you've grown up and you've not been in drugs and stuff, and you've been a kind of a good role model to have. And he said, now you're racing and you're able to do good and you're winning races. And he said how would you like to come in and be our guest speaker to these kids? You're a hometown guy. And to be able to talk to these kids here, and I said, well, I'd love to have the opportunity. We're also involved with the Special Olympics. We've become kind of the main attraction at the Special Olympics main event that they have every year. I've also am getting involved with the Sarah County Schools itself. The superintendent there is actually wanting to help me use the race car and me in an educational way. So there's a lot of doors opening there, and we try to give back to the community.
Well, it's very important to be a winner on the racetrack, but it sounds like you're also accomplishing being a winner off the racetrack. So we certainly commend you on your involvement in civic duties. Before we let you get out of here, I want you to thank some of them sponsors on that race car of yours, and also thank the gentleman that may turn the wrenches on that car.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Circle K Convenience Stores and Paul Pop Fountain Drinks. I got to thank Atkins Jewelers, Heinz Brothers Performance, Hicks Water Stoves, FK Rod Ends, JRI Shocks, Pergola Performance, Bobby Taylor Oil Company with VP, MSD Ignitions. All these people have made a small part into putting everything together to make me be able to do what I really love to do. And I just, I can't thank all those guys enough. Hooker Harness provides me with some great safety equipment, and all these people together, just each portion of that comes together to make it to where I can even financially afford to race and have the equipment to run up front. And I think Drew Collins and Tyler Johnson, both of them are my cousins. They're my crew guys, and I can't ask for a better crew. They don't come in and say, well, you need to drive this way, or you need to do this or that. They just come in and they ask me, you know, well, what do you think? And I tell them this is what I want to change in him, and they go do it. And I can't ask for nothing no better. And of course, my mom and dad, who are my team owners, you know, they had a super late model team for a long time, and to put me in a car when I never drove nothing more than a lawnmower, you know, they really went out on a limb. And to be able to come here in my 6th season, you know, 5 years later, and to put up two main event tour wins and a win at Charlotte, I've been able to do some things for them that no other driver has, and it's a pretty special deal.
You've just listened to Ryan Atkins on Flag to Flags Behind the Wheel, powered by FK Rod Ends. For more information about Flag to Flag, you can call 1-336-648-5757. For more information on FK Rod Ends, you can go to www.fkrodends.com, or you can call them at 1-800-662-4003. Ryan, we certainly appreciate having you on Flag to Flag Behind the Wheel.
Thank you, guys, and everybody. Hope you have a blessed day.